All right. Decided to knock out one of these streams right quick. Since I don't get to do too many of these, so decided to knock one out. Well, nothing has changed, with this Tyson Fury thing, except that the Mayweather channel is a complete joke. And if you are subscribed to that channel, then I cannot support that channel where Jeff Mayweather have blatant fucking racists running his channel, where he don't using his name and he don't check them. That's just real talk. Oh, what's up? What's up? Yeah, not much. Like I said, it's just overwhelming evidence, man. Overwhelming evidence that Tyson Fury is a fucking cheat, has a history of cheating, but you got people ignoring the situation, flat out ignoring the situation, and too chicken shit to talk about it. Like I said, the mainstream media is completely exposed. ESPN is a complete joke. Max Kellerman is a fucking complete joke. We already know that Fox FS1 is a complete fucking joke. You know, it's just sad that basically you have all this overwhelming evidence and the Nevada State Athletic Commission don't want to do shit about it. They want to sit up here and try to insult our intelligence and try to tell us that there is nothing there, when there's plenty there to do an investigation. They got testimonial from boxers. They got people that's in the, contact sports realm, that's basically explaining how Tyson Fury would benefit from cheating and doing that shit with his gloves, while you have those idiots at the the Mayweather gym and the Mayweather channel mad because Tyson Fury got exposed, and you had Dewey Cooper say, well, look, this is how he could cheat. And was he cheating? Yes. Instead of them just taking a L, they tried to slander young Pharaoh's name, because they was basically exposed. And then they sitting up here talking about Tyson Fury's personality. He just don't seem like he would do something like that. What? Let me get this straight. He don't seem like he would do something like that when he's been popping PEDs. He's a junkie, and he fucked with one of his sparring partner's gloves, and Ben Davison openly admitted that. There's enough documentation to call these dudes in for a hearing and run an investigation. But see, the Nevada State Athletic Commission ain't gonna do that, because that'll open up Pandora's box, and they would have to lower the boom on his ass. But I might go to that shit, because I got a layover, because I'm gonna be coming from somewhere, and I got a layover in Las Vegas. I might spend the night there, get me a room, and then try to go to that hearing, because I got something to say, and it needs to be said, because at the end of the day, the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Fox, ESPN, Top Rank, and the PBC, they all should be held accountable, because basically a fraud was, you know what I'm saying, a fraudulent act was committed against the better public in this fight that happened on February the 22nd, where basically you had the outcome all but predetermined, because due to the fact that Tyson Fury was blatantly cheating. And then you had a lot of these idiots that was, as usual, going against the grain because they just wanted to get views and calling themselves trying to debunk shit, and they couldn't debunk nothing because there was undeniable proof that Tyson Fury had fucked with those gloves. And he's did it on more than one occasion to more than one opponent. And you had these dudes trying to play stupid. Then you had people bringing up the whole Ali shit. This ain't got nothing to do with Muhammad Ali. Gloves when Muhammad Ali was fighting. When he started fighting, all the way to his fight career ended, was made totally different. Like I said before, if it was because of the sweat and it was horsehair gloves, then why wasn't both gloves doing that shit? Why was only one glove? Why is it always to the left, the left glove? Why the fuck is this left glove always flopping like that? Flicking. Several videos have came out where you can see Tyson Fury's knuckles hanging out of the gloves. What's up? You clearly see that Tyson Fury's knuckles is hanging out of the glove, and you got these motherfuckers trying to insult your intelligence by saying, oh, you didn't see that. Yeah, we did see it. Yeah, what's up, Barbara? We did see it. Millions of us saw it. Where you got some of us that's like, okay, something need to be done about this, but then you got these fucking clowns talking about, oh, you guys need to quit crying. Like, how many times I gotta tell y'all, don't fall for that fake white language. It's a distraction and it's a defense mechanism to try to make you feel guilty about opening your mouth and speaking out. When they say those fake words like you're too emotional, you're too sensitive, and quit crying, man, as black people, we should give a flying fuck what white people have to say about us. That's been our biggest downfall, worrying about what the fuck white people think. As long as they don't put their hands on us, then fuck them. We need to stop falling for that. And we need to stand tall like Wilt Chamberlain. Stand for something. Or you ain't nothing. And that's just real talk. That's all they doing, man. But that shit don't work with me. Because like I said, I give they ass the Lego Matumbo treatment with the quickness. You know what I'm saying? Quincy Jones back on the block. You know what I'm saying? So I don't be worried about that shit when they come talking that fake white language. You know what I'm saying? All that shit is a distraction. Like I said, you seen what those fucking white supremacists did with the Mayweather channel. Because like I said, I know what it's like to do that. They tried to discredit the young pharaoh. They tried to slander his name. Oldest white media trick in the book. That's the oldest trick in the book. Oldest deflection tactic ever, where they try to talk about somebody's personality, try to discredit them, try to say, oh, this dude said this, he said that, and he have something against white people. What the fuck do that have to do with Tyson Fury cheating? And even if he did have an issue with white people, that don't take away the fact that Tyson Fury's white ass cheated Deontay Wilder. That don't take away from the fact that they white asses is trying to cape for Tyson Fury, saying that he's a nice guy and they just don't believe he. The fuck is you talking about? The fuck you mean you can't believe he would do something like this? Is you fucking serious? Are we that fucking stupid now? And like I said, you got a lot of these fucking clowns on here, clout chasing, view chasing and shit, being view hoes, trying to basically go against the people that's basically putting this information out because they just want to be on the opposite side of the fence because they want views. And they want a lot of these fucking white supremacists and these fucking clowns to watch their sorry ass videos. I don't know how Fury could be considered honorable when he been caught for PEDs. He's a cokehead, and You know, like I said before, look at the history. Whenever these fucking white boys go shoot up these churches, these schools, these banks, whatever, what's the first thing they try to do? Instead of dragging their name through the mud, what's the first thing they try to do? They try to get you to feel sorry for him and say, oh, he had a tough childhood. He went through this. He went through that. This happened to him. That didn't happen with him. He just had it rough. And that's what they trying to do with Tyson Fury. He has mental problems. That's his fucking, hey, that's what counseling is for. But like I said before, if that had been Deontay Wilder, they would have been saying, hey, man, this dude is a criminal. He been doing this since the age of that, the age of this. That's what they want to do. Sympathy for the other, demonizing the brother. That's the oldest fucking trick in lamestream media. And that's all they was trying to do. And that's what those fucking buffoons at the Mayweather channel was trying to do. With their Republican asses. Yeah, that's the new. Yeah, Aubrey, they love trying to pull that mental illness card. But you know, with us, there's no mental illness. We commit a crime and we pull that shit. They ain't trying to hear that. They ain't trying to hear no mental illness. Believe it or not, they are some black people in this insane asylum. But that's one of the reasons why black people who do have mental problems, when they go through something dramatic, they can't be fixed. Because one, sometimes we don't want to admit that we need more than just prayer to get us to fix us. And I'm not knocking the church. But what I'm saying is sometimes we need humans to help us as well as God. See, a lot of people don't want to go there. A lot of people scared to say this type of thing. There's some situations where we need just more than Allah and God to help us. You know? Like I said before, Tyson Fury told on himself when he was saying, hey, I'm dipping my hands in a gasoline-like substance. So basically, you know what I'm saying, my hands don't tear as I'm basically throwing punches and like, I mean, the man like said this out of his own mouth. I mean, this pretty much would be an open and shut case. But what they trying to do, once again, these fucking white supremacists, they trying to play deflection because they getting exposed for the white supremacists and racist piece of shits that they are. So they trying to deflect blame with us by trying to put this on us. Oh, you black guys just hate to see the fact that a white guy. No, that's not it. Nobody gave a fuck when Kelly Pavlik beat Jermaine Taylor. We just gave him his props. And the Tyson Fury, after I thought Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder fair and square, I gave him all the credit in the world. But like I said, these fake ass white supremacists, they couldn't wait to bring their racist ass talking. They was disrespecting us first. And then as usual, when we clap back at they funky asses, then they want to play the victim. Oh, why are you making this, then they say, why are you making this about race? Then they accuse us of race baiting, but they funky asses started the race baiting. And they just showed that they ain't shit. As usual. They the ones that started talking about race. I got the receipts. I could go all the way back to when the fight first ended. I could just make a whole video about the racist comments and oh yeah. See, the difference between me and these other channels, I ain't nice. I don't be sitting up here trying to be nice to these motherfuckers. Why should I? Anybody that did follow my channel, I don't play that shit. I don't do that turn the other cheek and pray for thy enemy. Nah, I'll put my enemy in the fucking ground. That's what I do. I ain't turning shit. I ain't turning the other cheek. I'll put my enemies in the ground. where they belong. And I'll let other motherfuckers pray for them. I don't pray for my enemies. Real talk. You show me disrespect, I'm going to show you double disrespect. Man, fuck Sugar Hill. If he knew this, hey, he had to know too. So fuck him too. Yeah, well, there was a lot of things that was strange about Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury was a little too confident because you saw all the signs last year that Tyson Fury did not want no parts of this rematch. He tried everything he could to get out of this rematch. And like I said before, he sat up there tampering with people's gloves and all that type of shit. And then his fucking trainer admitted that they did it. Nah, he ain't got no fucking mental issues. He knew good and damn well what he was doing. He ain't got no mental issues. He just a piece of shit. He just a piece of shit. He got mental issues. He got about as, man, he ain't got no mental issues. He got about as many mental issues as fucking, you know what I'm saying? That, I mean, for real. As Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein knew what he was doing when he was groping and touching and all that shit. He was for real. He knew what he was doing. Tyson Fury ain't got no mental issues. He full of shit. I told you. That's the deflection. That's the deflection. I did it because I'm not in my right state of mind. Because like I said, what do you think? What do you think happens? Dylan Roof. Oh, he's insane. He's insane. Well, his ass gonna fry. He's insane. They always say that shit. They always say, oh, I'm not in my right mind. Like I said, let me go shoot up a school and say I wasn't in my right mind. I bet you depending on my prospective state, I bet you my ass gonna get the death penalty. I bet you that shit don't fly with me. I'm in California. That mental illness shit don't fly with black people. So you can save that shit. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. Let me go shoot up a school or a movie theater or a church and they find out it's me. And let me be I guarantee you I'm going to be on fucking death row. Tyson Fury just running game and he know he could get away with it. And he try to play these games like, oh, I don't want to make this about race and all that. Tyson Fury is just like the rest of these motherfuckers. He just like the rest of these fucking white and non-black fighters. They know a certain demographic of people is going to follow them. They know that white supremacists going to follow them and back them. Just like Triple G knew that a lot of racists and white supremacists was backing him. And he never called him out. Same thing with Sergey Kovalov. Because he was a racist himself. Same fucking thing with Manny Pacquiao. When Manny Pacquiao was going against Floyd. All these so-called Americans that say they pride in country and America first. All them racist ass, redneck, incest, trailer park trash motherfuckers was rooting for Manny Pacquiao over Floyd Mayweather, American. And they did the same fucking thing with Andre Ward. They did the same fucking thing with Andre Ward when he fought Sergey Kovalov, Olympic gold medalist. They was rooting for a fucking racist over him. And once again, Sergey Kovalov is allowed to beat up dogs, beat the shit out of women, but there's no backlash from the so-called we have morals and character. Nobody, ain't none of these motherfuckers made videos talking shit about Sergey Kovalov, what he do. The same dudes that's always trolling my channel and other channels trying to tell us what to make videos about. But they don't say shit about Sergey Kovalov. AKA them motherfuckers on ESPN know what time it is. Errol Spence sent these stories to Max Kellerman and all these. Max Kellerman is a fake wannabe wigger black dude. That's all he is. He a fake wannabe black dude, if that. He fake as fuck, and that's what I'm talking about. Y'all need to stop talking this Max Kellerman is cool and he could come to my barbecue. He ain't, his white ass ain't coming to my, and I say that with emphasis so you can hear me. His white ass, because he ain't black, just because he listens to rap music, don't mean he one of us. When is y'all niggas gonna stop doing that shit? When y'all gonna stop hollering that this dude is cool shit? Max Kellerman is a failed rapper that happened to come across a job on HBO because he had knowledge of boxing, because he was a boxing fan. And that's all that happened. His white privilege got him a job at HBO. Yeah, this the real right here. Just cause how many times have I told y'all to stop falling for that shit just because somebody know the lyrics to I Ain't No Joke by Eric B. and Rakim, that don't mean that they one of us or they cool. It's called infiltration. It's called studying. It's called learning. When we gonna stop being impressed by that shit? Okay? When we gonna stop being impressed by that type of shit? That shit don't impress me. You think I care if I go into you think this is for all my Chicago people? You think just because I go into a JJ's Fish, by the way, they have JJ's Fish in the Bay Area. You think because I go into a JJ's Fish and I see some white dude put some hot sauce on some chicken, that mean he one of us? Are we that fucking stupid now? Are we that, have we got that damn fucking stupid now to where we fall for anything? We over impressed because the dude say I like hot sauce. Oh, let me get some catfish. Oh, he cool, he wanted, but y'all start patting the dude on the shoulder. Will y'all niggas stop falling for that shit? Please? That fucking shit don't impress me. Nobody care about that shit. But you have some niggas that's just so drawn by that shit. All these dudes like Max Kellerman and Michael Rappaport, they ain't nothing more than a bunch of fake white motherfuckers and culture vultures. DJ Vlad, all them motherfuckers. DJ Vlad constantly be trying to get people to snitch, to get these dudes to try to tell on each other. They dudes that have an infatuation with black people and the way we move because nobody can do things the way we do. We've been taught ever since we was created to wing it. We know how to do shit on the fly, and people just are amazed by that shit. When we was on them plantations, when the white man would take the best part of the pig and just say, here, do what the fuck you want to do with this pig. And then when we created all them unhealthy foods like pig's feet and chitlins and pork chops and all that type of shit, we had to wing it. At the end of the day, we didn't have no choice. But as usual, we found a way. That's what we do. We do shit on the fly. Exactly. I don't even think, do Max Kellerman even have a degree in mass communications? Do he even have a degree in for real? Do he have a degree? Do Max Kellerman got any type of degree to where he should be working on ESPN? Because can somebody prove that to me? Oh, it figures. Well, that's what I thought. I'm just trying to figure out, do he got a degree in mass communications? Man, I already told you how he got that. I already told you how he got that job. He was just somebody, he was a failed rapper who knew something about boxing. And by the way, that fucking rap song he put out, that was the worst. That was some of the worst shit I ever heard in my life. No bars whatsoever. I mean, he wasn't like, I mean, for real. I mean, he didn't have no bars whatsoever. I mean, that fucking Mickey Mouse ass shit he was saying. I mean, I mean, for real. Well, that's the thing. Once again, the New York thing, the Jewish thing. Max Kellerman was complete trash. I remember him having on the little the coating and all that type of shit. I was like, man, if you don't get the fuck out of here. And I remember that dude. I forgot what he called himself, but I saw that video on Jukebox and I was like, is you fucking serious? I was like, who is this dude? Because everybody thought they could rap just because they saw House of Pain and them type of dudes. But Everlast was an experienced rapper anyway. I mean, Ice-T put Everlast on. Yeah, Milkbone is pretty bad. They got some good rappers, but man, Max Kellerman was terrible. But you do gotta wonder, well, shit, is Max Kellerman even qualified to be working on ESPN alongside Stephen A. Smith? You already know Stephen A. Smith got his degree in mass communications. That's public knowledge. That's public knowledge. That's factual. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. We got to stop being impressed by that type of shit. Yeah, that's where I saw that fucking video on. I saw Max Kellerman's video on Jukebox, and first thing was like, who in the fuck requested this shit? Who in the fuck paid $3 for this shit? I know there was supposed to be a thing where Jukebox used to send representatives to certain no, excuse me, the record labels used to send their representative to certain areas to request videos and shit so people could see them, because I was like, who in the fuck requested this shit? But that's how I saw it. Yeah, Max Kellerman was on the same record label as Cypress Hill, Rough House Records. By the way, Cypress Hill video coming soon. Cypress Hill video coming soon. It's gonna be dope. Look out for that. So, nevertheless. But anyway, that's how I saw that trash. I think Max Kellerman is one of the worst uh, white rappers I ever seen. Him, and as far as men go, he one of the worst. He like in my top 10 worst white rappers. And I think Terry B is the worst white female rapper. I mean, she was garbage. I couldn't believe Dr. Dre really showed me signs that he was kind of a coon, because they tried to put Terry B out. Terry B was horrible. And you knew she was a fraud. Terry B was horrible. Oh, well, you ain't missing nothing. Man, shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Vanilla Ice, he just was a fucking liar. That's what his problem was. He wasn't a terrible rapper. He was okay. Oh yeah, K-Fed, yeah. He in my top 10. But Terry B might have been the worst white female rapper that I ever seen in my life. But then again, no, wait a minute. That chick that Jay-Z tried to bring out, that Lady Sovereign, that bitch was so horrible. That bitch, that bitch was horrible. Aaron Carter, Brian Austin Green. Well, Brian Austin Green, he was all right. You just couldn't take him serious because he was a TV actor. Vanilla Ice wasn't from Miami whatsoever. Vanilla Ice was from Dallas, Texas. That's where he was from. He was from Dallas, Texas. He wasn't that bad of a rapper. He was just a fucking clown. That he just was a liar. Cause you know this dude from the Bay Area that used to do beats for Mac Mall named Kyrie, he did a couple of songs for Vanilla Ice. So I'm just keeping it thorough. I'm just keeping it thorough. But it Snow was good. I have to admit Snow was pretty good. That Informer shit, that's something that should be Takashi 69's theme song when he get out of jail. That should be Takashi 69 because he is a straight informer. Snow predicted Takashi 69 way back then. That's a dude. That's a dude. As soon as he walked the streets of New York, he should get punched right in his fucking face. You punch who? Vanilla Ice or Snow? Nah, nobody didn't have a problem with Snow. Snow was people like that song Informer. Yeah, nobody like, Oh, Vanilla Ice. You I know what song you probably liked because this was the song that everybody liked that Vanilla Ice had on that To the Extreme album was the song called Hook. And that song got produced by Kyrie, dude from the Bay Area. Yeah, Snow Informer. Yeah, that's Takashi 69's theme song. That's what they should be playing when that hoe get out of jail. Yep, yep. You're Hooked by Vanilla Ice. Yep, because I used to like that song. I didn't buy the CD or the tape at the time, but people used to play that shit. What's up, bro? Yeah. I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about like I said, I'm gonna really start. I got two hip hop videos coming out like this weekend. I told you I'm gonna try to do one or two hip hop videos per week. Yeah, Officer 6 9. Yep, yep. Officer 6 9. He need to see. I got a number for 6 9. What need to happen to him? It's called 187. Real talk. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get back to the boxing talk. Believe it or not, Candyman used to actually be part of NWA. If you look on the original NWA and Posse album, if you should be able to Google it. The first NWA album actually had the track Boys in the Hood, and it was from 1986. And if you look on the original album cover, you will see that you will see that Candyman is on the album cover. He used to be actually an NWA. And this was before Straight Outta Compton came out. The first album was called NWA and Posse. Ice Cube got on a Adidas shirt with the big ass Jerry curl. You can see the DOC. It's a Mexican dude on there. Um, so yeah, Candyman was part of NWA, believe it or not. Yeah, I know this hip hop shit. I'm a hip hop historian. I keep trying to tell these fucking stupid ass Eminem fans that think they could talk hip hop with me. I don't know how many times. I don't know how many times I gotta tell the mayonnaise nation that you can't out black a black man. Yes, he was. Arabian Prince. Yep. Yes, he was. Yep. Arabian Prince, all them dudes. Yep. So yeah, if so that's a little intel for y'all. Like I keep telling y'all, your boy Tail Biz know this know this rap shit. As far as Deontay Wilder go, I didn't talk to people that talk to him. He taking it all in stride. I'ma just be honest with you. I'm really thinking about going to that. I'm really thinking about going to the third fight. When I say I'm really thinking about going, when I say, yeah, I'm really thinking about going to the third fight. Depending on depending on when it is. You've been hearing July, but there's there's something going on behind the scenes. This is what been going on behind the scenes. And I know this to be fact. They want to do the rematch, or should I say the rematch to the rematch. They supposed to do it in July, but Mark Davis wants them to wait like another month because the Raiders Stadium will officially be open for business like in August. So they want to have it at the Raiders' new stadium. But the reason why they can't have it in July because they need to inspect it and then all that type of shit. And they got to, they want to inspect it. They got to do all that shit. They got to, before a new football stadium or a stadium can open, they have to inspect it brick by brick, corner by corner. They going to have like at least, it's going to take them about 2 to 3 days. And they going to need like 100 people from the health department to inspect the stadium. They got to get it cleared. Then they can start printing up tickets, maps, and all that type of shit. So it'll just be hard to try to put something like that together in July. But they figure if you give them enough time in August, then they could pull it off. But Mark Davis wants that fight in August at the new Raiders Stadium. Shit, it may not be no fucking Olympics. Shit. So yeah, that's what's going on. I already said this shit. I already said that at the end of the day, I don't know what they gonna negotiate in the third fight. Deontay Wilder need to have somebody inspect Tyson Fury's gloves from if it have to be in a contract, they need to see, can they have somebody inspect Tyson Fury's gloves round by round. They need to inspect Tyson Fury's gloves. They need to they need to look at everything. They need to look at his gloves. If I'm Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury cannot use no gloves with horsehair in. He can't use his gloves. Got to be inspected from beginning to end. And what pissed me off, you had these motherfuckers actually trying to tell you, oh, it's impossible. It's impossible for Tyson Fury to cheat. Is you fucking serious? Yeah, that's funny. It's no way in hell. Like I said, when you didn't watch Tyson Fury, or as J Dog would call him, Tyson McFury, I didn't see Tyson Fury fight over 10 times. That man ain't never had that kind of power. That man ain't never busted nobody up like how he busted up Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder didn't have lumps. He had knots. You get knots on your head from getting hit with knuckles. And then I'm going to tell you guys something else. That's why I knew that them motherfuckers at the Mayweather gym was lying through their fucking teeth when they was trying to say, well, we don't know how you would have an advantage. First of all, if you took martial arts, depending on who you talk to, because I studied martial arts, I read books about martial arts, so, and I know martial arts. A lot of martial arts teachers will tell you that your palm and your hands not closed can do way more damage than a ball fist. So if Tyson Fury is using his palms when he hitting Deontay Wilder, he could do a lot of damage. So a lot of these people don't. That's what I'm saying. A lot of these motherfuckers don't know nothing about boxing. They don't know nothing about hand reps. The average martial arts teacher will tell you using your hands instead of a fist is way more effective than I mean, for real. They'll tell you that. Any martial arts teacher will tell you that. In most martial arts, people don't even punch with their fist balled. When you chop somebody, you use your man for real. Man, I just know what I'm talking about. I should have did a video explaining that to people. How it was easy for Tyson Fury to be able to cheat. And you can see they got videos of him fucking with his gloves, adjusting his gloves and shit. And then you got these idiots trying to come on your channel and try to say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. No, I do know what the fuck I'm talking about. No, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. That anybody that take martial arts will tell you that. They don't even like for you when you do martial arts to punch with your fist. They teach you about chopping, using your arms to block punches, using your arms to like flip people over and shit. And like it's certain movements to where you can like, man, for real. That's why I be laughing, man, when these trolls be saying that they gonna run up on me and shit. I'm almost praying that you do. I'm almost praying that you do. You ask anybody that took martial arts, they'll tell you that shit. Well, from what I heard, Boxing Scene said that the fight is still gonna go on. Everybody like in denial. Well, I'm not gonna say everybody in denial. The only people that's in denial is these so-called Tyson Fury bandwagon white supremacist fans that just they don't want to accept the truth because they wanted so much to have their great white hope. But he couldn't do it the right way. Yeah. And he explained how Tyson Fury could have an advantage from adjusting his gloves. And once again, he been disregarded. See, they want to say dudes like they want to say Errol Spence, they want to say Steve Cunningham, and a couple of other people. They want to say Dewey Cooper. Oh, those dudes are lying. But when George Groves said it, who said, "Hey man, Tyson Fury's gloves wasn't on right," then they don't want to say nothing. But then they make videos calling Steve Cunningham a liar. They make videos calling Errol Spence a liar. They make videos calling Dewey Cooper a liar, but they don't say shit about George Groves and Boss Rudin. Because they hate to see the truth when it smack them dead in the fucking face. Because they know what Tyson Fury did. And they know Tyson Fury ain't shit. It bothered them that Tyson Fury got caught cheating red-handed. They in denial. So what they trying to do is trying to deflect blame like they always do, trying to put this shit on us. Trying to play that, oh, you're delusional. No, you didn't see what you saw. Yes, we did. I wasn't even seeing shit. Anybody that watched my video, I gave Tyson Fury all the praise in the world. Didn't make no excuses. But when I started seeing them fucking videos, then I was like, okay. I think Tyson Fury, let me tell you what I think happened with Tyson Fury. One glove probably had a foreign object in it. Probably the right glove probably had something in it. And then the left glove was adjusted so it could look like Tyson Fury had this unprecedented reach. That looked fucking crazy how that dude's fucking glove was flicking. Like I said, I had never seen no shit like that before in my life. I was like, this ain't right. I was like, this doesn't make any kind of sense. And you heard these yahoos coming up with every excuse in the book. Oh, man. Oh, it was because of the sweat. It was because of the sweat why his left glove was doing. And then I said, okay, well, if he was sweating so much, how come the fucking right glove wasn't doing it? And if you clearly look at Tyson Fury's gloves, they're uneven. Then the man take off his gloves. He got blood on his gloves. How the fuck you got blood on your gloves? I mean, on your hand wraps. How the fuck you got blood on your hand wraps? But your hand wraps is supposed to be all the way secured in the gloves. And you got them at the tip of the knuckle. You know why? Because your fucking knuckles was hanging out. You came in an unprecedented weight. All of a sudden, you got all this tremendous power. You doing all this type of damage, and nobody thinks something is suspicious about this shit. Okay. And like I said, the Easter Bunny really exists, and you know what I'm saying, and Jesus was a white man. And we know that not to be true. The thing that pisses me off is this notion that they have towards black people that we're stupid. People try to insult our intelligence and try to tell us that we didn't see what we saw and that we're stupid. That's what them motherfuckers at the Mayweather gym tried to do. And and then you had a bunch of these fucking coons trying to tell us that we didn't see what we saw. And when we basically told them, fuck you, like we know what we saw, then they tried to play oh, you guys are just sore losers. Oh, you guys need to quit crying and oh, man, get your ass out of here. Get your ass out of here. That fucking shit don't work on me. How many fucking times I got to tell y'all? Like I said, when you didn't see Tyson Fury have pity pat punches. Okay, Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. Let's keep it 100. I'm finna show you, and I'm finna give y'all some intel, and I'm finna prove once and for all that Tyson Fury was cheating. We all know that Vladimir Klitschko never had the best chin in the world. That's a known fact. I guarantee you, that Tyson Fury that fought Deontay Wilder, he would have slept Klitschko. Because Klitschko never was known for, and he couldn't even hurt Klitschko in that fight. And he hit Klitschko flush a couple of times, even though he barely hit Klitschko, because that was one of the worst heavyweight fights that I ever saw in my life. I guarantee you that Tyson Fury that fought Wilder almost 3 weeks ago, he would have slept Klitschko. And we all know why. And that's what I'm talking about. Deontay Wilder have a way better chin than Klitschko. Deontay Wilder took Luis Ortiz's best shots in 2 fights, and he didn't go down. And we all can agree that Ortiz hits harder than Fury. We all with common sense will at least agree upon that. But all of a sudden, you got Wilder who got knocked down twice versus Tyson Fury. These motherfuckers can't fuck with me, man. Motherfuckers, these motherfuckers can't fuck with me talking this shit. Know what the fuck I'm talking about? Y'all go watch that fight. Klitschko was never hurt in that fight. I think Tyson Fury might have buzzed him because he got such a weak chin. But that Tyson Fury that fought Deontay Wilder a few weeks ago, Klitschko would have got slept. Klitschko would have got slept. But all of a sudden, this man come out of nowhere, and this motherfucker is hit like, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker is hitting like for real. Motherfuckers got power like damn near Ernie Shavers and shit. And this is what I was trying to tell people, and this is why I knew Manny Pacquiao was using performance enhancing drugs too. And that and that Manny Pacquiao used to stack his gloves. Because Shane Mosley had this unusual type of swelling on his face. Oh, we all know Manny Pacquiao had power pellets. We all know. Yeah, Tyson Fury, like I said, was just too confident in that second fight that he didn't have in the first fight. Because at one time they was trying to talk him out of not taking that fight. So all of a sudden he get this boost of confidence because he knew how he was going to win the fight. So that's what I'm trying to say. You got to put 2 and 2 together. I know it's people that's going to listen to this video, but you can't dispute what I'm saying. This is a man that could knock. This is a man that hit Klitschko flush a couple of times, and he could knock Klitschko out. But all of a sudden, this man could drop Deontay Wilder twice. Trying to tell you this shit is too easy. This shit is too easy. Manny Pacquiao was stacking his gloves, and Manny Pacquiao was on that shit. Because when he got through fighting Shane Mosley had this weird ass swelling. When you watch enough boxing matches, you look at how dudes cut. You look at how dudes, most cuts look the same. But if a dude swell up like different from how other boxers swell up, it's something in the dude's gloves or he using something. Freddie Roach, man, like I keep trying to tell you, Freddie Roach admitted, all admitted, he dry snitched on Manny. And that's in that first fight with Oscar De La Hoya. When they did, see, a lot of times people didn't want to talk about that shit. And that was the fight where Freddie Roach said, hey, Oscar De La Hoya is a cheater. Oscar De La Hoya stacked his gloves his whole career. Oscar De La Hoya stacked his gloves his whole career, according to Freddie Roach. And Freddie Roach explained how Oscar De La Hoya did it. It's easy to get past the commission because those commission people are fucking idiots. They don't have boxing backgrounds. They don't know what to look for. They don't know what the fuck to look at because they ain't never boxed. They ain't never been no trainers. So they don't know what to look for. You could tell them anything. How the fuck Margarito got away with all that cheating he was doing? Putting that shit in his hand wraps. If it wasn't for Nassim Richardson, he would have got to use that shit against Sugar Shane Mosley. And no telling what type of damage he would have did to Sugar Shane Mosley. Man, these idiots can't fuck with me. Can't fuck with me. Look, man, these motherfuckers can't fuck with me because I know this boxing shit. It did not take man, for real. It did not take a rocket scientist to know that something was strange with Tyson Fury. But let me get to the Manny Pacquiao thing. Like I said, in that fight with Oscar De La Hoya, the original broadcast, I caught that shit. When he said Oscar De La Hoya, this quote unquote. Now I can't go verbatim. Freddie Roach said Oscar De La Hoya stacked his gloves his whole career and got away with it. But we have something tonight that's going to counter that. He said we'll be ready. So he was pretty much telling y'all that they was going to stack their gloves as well, or they was going to use the PEDs. Like I said, I don't be worried about Manny Pacquiao fans get mad. The motherfucker used PEDs. Motherfucker went from 102 pounds fighting, I mean for real, to like 150 and some change. That's not normal. It's not fucking normal. Then if you look at his head, go to Ellie Setback's video. Go to Ellie Setback's old videos with how his head looked versus Eric Morales and how his head reshaped in the other fight. How his head reshaped as he went up in weight classes. People need to remember something about Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao went almost 10 years without getting a knockout. He went from like 2009 against Cotto to like 2018 versus Matisse. And Matisse had 1 foot into retirement anyway, so Matisse went down. Like I said, all of a sudden, Manny Pacquiao's head reshaped. This motherfucker is throwing an astronomical amount of punches in his 30s. In your 30s, you start calculating. You gotta be selective with the type of punches you gonna throw. All of a sudden, in his 30s, he throwing 1,000 punches. He throwing 1,000 punches. 1,100, 1,000, 800, 900. And then all of a sudden he go into Asia, and all of a sudden he finally get a knockout. And then he insists on not taking random drug tests. And this is what I keep trying to tell. This is what I keep trying to tell the Errol Spence camp. Do not fight that. Do not sell out. Don't sell out, man. Don't sell out. Nah, he didn't have no fucking testing against Keith Thurman. And then all of a sudden, he doing the Ali shuffle and shit. Cause that was that juice kicking in and shit. And then when he fought Adrian Broner, once again, the media didn't say nothing about this, where Adrian Broner said out of his own mouth that Manny Pacquiao missed testing dates. But nobody said nothing about Manny Pacquiao missing his testing dates. But let that have been Wilder. Let that have been the Chalos. Let that have been Errol Spence. Oh, well, the Chalo. Oh yeah, the Chalo brothers did get grilled because they missed a couple of testing dates. But they didn't do that to Manny Pacquiao though. Much to do about nothing. But then, like I said, if you not black, you know what I'm saying, you get the benefit of the doubt. But then if you a brother, you under the cloud of suspicion. It's basically guilty, not till proven innocent. Is you did it, the nigga is guilty. We don't believe the nigga. That's pretty much how it is. That's just the bottom fucking line. That's the bottom line. It's no innocent until proven guilty with us. If you accused, you did it. They don't care. We got proof that he didn't do it. So, he black. That's the mentality that they have. Real talk. Yeah, exactly. Manny Pacquiao, Manny Pacquiao, I'm just saying this right now. All I'm saying that Errol Spence better not sell out. He better not fight Manny Pacquiao without no random drug test. First of all, I'm gonna make this very clear, and I'm gonna say this shit. I ain't even finna do this PBC versus top rank shit. I'm so tired of that shit. I'm so tired of people pushing that fake ass narrative. At the end of the day, Kell Brook, and I'm just keeping it 100. Kell Brook is a meaningless fucking fight for Bud. I don't even know why niggas is even like pushing for that fight. And so is Sean Porter. Sean Porter lost his last fight. Kell Brook then fought at a higher weight class his last few fights. All that's gonna happen is he gonna fight Bud, he gonna get his ass beat, and then they gonna say he was a Errol Spence leftover. So I don't even want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that bullshit because that's gonna be the first thing that people do. That's gonna be the first thing that come out their mouth when he actually is a Triple G leftover. Nobody want to see that bullshit. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. That's a fight that ain't gonna do shit for Bud. Nobody don't want to see that fight. I don't want to see that. That fight is in the same category with Tank versus Leo Santa Cruz. That's a fucking meaningless fight. that nobody gives a fuck about, that has no business being on pay-per-view. And if you pay $80 to see that bullshit, you got. You got played. If you pay $80 for that fucking fight, something is seriously wrong with you. You didn't got played by Floyd, Al, and whoever else involved in that fight. If you stupid enough, and I don't mean to say stupid, but if you naive enough to pay fucking $80 for that fight, something is seriously wrong with you. That fight shouldn't even be, man, if that fight should be $50 if it is on pay-per-view. That's a old school $50 fight. You got to be out of your fucking mind if you pay, man, I'm serious. I don't know what to tell you. If you fucking pay $80 for that fight, man, you got played. Hey, what's up, Carl? I ain't shit. The way I feel about Floyd right about now, Floyd ain't getting a fucking penny from me. I don't even. Nah, Kell Brook would be on regular TV, but I don't want to see that fight. And when you got people, and like I said, you actually had a bunch of people actually pushing for that fight. Is you gotta be out of your fucking mind if you think that fight is something that people, real boxing fans, want to see. That wouldn't do. Like I said, as soon as Bud mops the floor with Kell Brook, which he would, then you will have people coming on here changing the narrative. I don't even want to do that shit. I don't even want to be part of that shit. I don't want to partake of that shit because, like I said, it's a meaningless ass fight. When I say Bud versus Kell Brook would be Kell Brook's last fight, that'll be his last fucking fight. That would be when I say Kell Brook would be Bud's retirement of Kell Brook. That's a slaughter. I say after 2 rounds, Bud just started hitting Kell Brook at will. It would just be a one. It would be a one-sided fight, and I don't even want to see that shit. I don't even see how anybody with common sense, with common boxing sense, could sit up here and insult the fans' intelligence by trying to sell that as a credible fight. Oh, that'll be a good fight. Shakur, shit. If the fight fucking happened, because based off this shit that's going on now, shit. But Bob Arum said they not gonna cancel the fight. But I like Shakur Stevenson. I like Shakur Stevenson in this fight. Out of this new breed, this possible new generation or the next wave of boxers, I like Shakur Stevenson if he can stay focused. See, this is the thing about Devin Haney. I like Devin Haney a lot as a fighter, but the thing is, you wonder what's Devin Haney gonna do if he fight a fighter that won't cooperate? And can his father give him the proper instructions to get him over the hurdle? That's the only thing I worry about when it comes to Devin Haney. Do you trust Bill as a trainer? And I'm not knocking Bill. Do you trust his father to get him over the hurdle based off the fact that his dad has never fought before? Because it's the same thing with Diaz, where his dad was winging everything, and then when they fought like Gary Russell Jr., then you seen what happened. You just wonder, is that gonna happen with Devin Haney? And like I said, I'm not attacking Bill. I'm just for, oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm always ride with Devin Haney, but then I'm just keep. That's all I'm worried about. That's all I'm worried about. When he go through some adversity, can Bill give him the proper instructions to get? Because look, there gonna be a fight where everybody is not gonna cooperate. There gonna be that one dude that's gonna actually, realize, hey, I'm here to actually win this fight. Now I'm not saying this fight, but that had that dude that's like, everybody fights somebody that come out of nowhere that have a Buster Douglas momentum or a Buster Douglas mentality. So I just wonder, I'm just wondering what's Devin gonna do when he's actually in a fight of his life. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to attack Bill. I'm not trying to question him. I'm just posing that question. You have to pose that question. Because a lot of people get mad when you say this type of shit. They get they get mad and they get, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you're going to have a opponent that's not going to cooperate. That's not going to see you as, oh, this dude is the star. This is an up and coming fighter. Because you seen what happened to Adam Kronowski. Helenius did not come in there to cooperate. He came in there to win that fight, and he won that fight. He didn't follow the program, just like Terrell Williams didn't follow the program with Pritchard Colon. And you see how that fight turned out. That's what happens sometimes. A lot of these dudes sometimes don't follow the program. So that's all I'm worried about with Devin Haney, is what's going to happen when he fight that dude. Because it happened with everybody. Everybody have that opponent. That guy that come out of nowhere and he does better than what people think he going to do. Well, that's what I'm saying about Devin Haney. We got to see it. And sometimes I wonder, is they bringing him along a little too quick? I'm just wondering, like, is they bringing him along too quick? Because I still think Devin Haney got some work. But if I had to go talent for talent, who I think has the potential to be like really, really big, it's Shakur Stevenson. Because Shakur Stevenson starting to find his way. Keep in mind, this was a dude that at first he was kind of worried about his power. But then he started knocking people out. Now, the dude that he fought like back in October, that dude, he didn't want to knock that dude out. I don't think we gonna see anything with the NBA, but I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Like I said, I want to see when Devin. It don't matter how many Mexicans you fight in the amateurs and all that type of shit. Cause amateurs, amateur. But I want to see how he gonna fare when he, like I said, when he fights somebody that's not gonna go along with the script. I want to see if he gonna get the proper instructions in the corner to get over the hurdle. I believe that he will, but I want to see how he's gonna handle it. Because you got one thing about boxing, it's true when they say you need ring intelligence because or a high boxing IQ, because at the end of the day, boxing is a mental game as well as a physical game. Because at the end of the day, it's like playing chess. You still got to figure out what type of strategy you're going to have to beat this particular opponent. You going by round basics. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you have to figure that out. That's why they call it ring IQ. So you want to see where it's going to be at. All right, you guys, I got to get in this gym. But thank you for listening. I'll be back.